This video is meant to be an orientation and familiarization of Fosse crane models F85 through F155 equipped with active through XE dynamic packages. This is by no means a training or certification video. Prior to crane operation, read and understand Use and Maintenance Manual Appendix A and B. Prior to all unit operations, be sure to wear all safety gear per local OSHA regulations. Walk around the unit performing a visual inspection, checking the components listed in Section 10.2 of the Use and Maintenance Manual. If the crane is equipped with a winch, ensure the cable is wrapped tightly on the drum with no kinks or frays. To begin crane operation with the engine running, engage the PTO by pressing the switch located on the dash. If equipped, also press Crane switch to energize the crane. After the PTO is engaged, you will need to deploy the crane outriggers to stabilize the crane. As shown in Chapter 6 of the Use and Maintenance Manual, ensure the main diverter valve is turned towards the ES decal. If equipped, lift the retracted outrigger safety latch. Outriggers are controlled by using two levers. The first lever is used to divert oil to specific outrigger extension or stabilizing ram. E references outrigger extension and retraction, and S references stabilizing ram up and down. The second lever is used to retract or extend that specific outrigger cylinder. Before crane operation, ensure that outriggers are extended fully and ground penetration is properly achieved per Chapter 6 of the Use and Maintenance Manual. Do not extend the outrigger rams down so far as to lift any part of the wheels off the ground. Only if the crane is equipped with a stability control system will the outriggers be allowed partial extension. Once outriggers are properly deployed, the operator can begin the crane unfolding process. The operator can always reference Chapter 6 of the Use and Maintenance Manual or the unfolding decal on crane column for instructions. To unfold the crane, turn diverter valve from ES decal to crane hook. If equipped, the radio remote transmitter should always be the first choice of operation. To turn the radio on, twist the E-stop. Press and release power button once, then press and hold power button again for 3 seconds. Radio screen should now show crane folded. If the radio remote fails to communicate with the crane wirelessly, utilize the serial backup cable to hardwire the remote to the crane. Do this by attaching one end of the serial cable to the remote port labeled CAN radio located on the bulkhead. The other end will screw into the side of the remote. Always do this with the crane and remote powered off and restart with the cable connected. If connection issues remain and operator needs to use manual controls, turn radio off by pressing the E-stop. On the crane display, press the Enter button followed by the right arrow key until the icon RM is displayed. Press the Enter button again to select. Toggle right to capital M and confirm by pressing Enter. The main screen will now show a hand signal instead of a blinking antenna. Manual operation will reduce the crane's speed performance and should only be used as a backup in the event that the remote will not operate the crane. To begin unfolding the crane, pressurize the outer boom lift cylinder by pushing the third lever from the left away from you and holding until crane folded message disappears. Pull second lever from the left towards you to move the inner boom up. For general crane movements, the red leftmost lever controls crane rotation. The second lever controls inner boom up and down. The third lever controls outer boom up and down. The fourth lever controls boom extension and retraction. The fifth lever, if equipped, is used to control boom tip tools such as a rotator. The sixth lever, if equipped, is used to control a second boom tip tool or winch. If an alarm code appears during crane operation, scroll to the LMI icon and press Enter to clear the code. If alarm reappears, retract boom and place load safely on the ground. If alarm prevents crane operation, activate the red bypass knob on crane base by fully screwing it in. This will disable all electronic safety features on the machine. Once the crane is stowed, the bypass knob must be unscrewed. The crane's computer will record the amount of time and any operation in excess of the load chart while the crane is in bypass. It is very important not to abuse this bypass function. Before folding the crane, the operator can always reference Chapter 8 in Use and Maintenance Manual or the folding decal on crane column for instructions. To fold the crane, ensure the load has been detached from the machine. Fully retract the boom extensions. If equipped, the winch hook must be secured at the winch drum and any slack in the line eliminated. Rotate the crane until the reference indicators on column and base coincide. Always position yourself on the stow side of the truck with a clear view of the stow pin the entire way into the crane rest. Lift the inner boom above truck cab height. Fold outer boom completely. Lower the inner boom, ensuring the stowing tab falls in line with the slot. Do not lower the outer boom roller into its rest position on the column. It is designed to settle on its own into that position. Press E-stop on remote and store the remote inside the truck cab. Once the crane has been folded, retract the outriggers by turning the diverter valve back to ES decal. Retract the outriggers using the same controls as deployment. Always do a final walk around to make sure the crane and outriggers are completely stowed. For questions, reference your Use and Maintenance Manual or contact your local F85 dealer.